What it do, what it do. It's another episode of Bass and Beer Radio with Sea Bass and Riverboat Rob. Last night was
disappointing for me.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's bring up Facebook here. Let's see what we got going on page. Where is it?
You know, it is what it is at the same time. It was fun. Last night was fun.
It's always fun.
Fun, yeah.
Well, it should always be fun.
Yeah.
It should always be fun. Like the first time I did it and I came back with 2 and I didn't get my limit, I was kind of pissed off. But at the end of the night, it doesn't matter that much. Like you go back to the ramp and you hang out with your friends and you talk about fishing. Like nobody gives a shit whether you brought a fish back or not.
It's not like you're the only one that didn't catch them.
For real. You know how many people I saw leave the ramp before we even got to do weigh-ins?
Right. They should have stuck around.
Lots of people freaking zeroed yesterday.
They should have stuck around.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them that could have got door prizes. The door prizes were awesome yesterday.
I got a freaking AFCO Reaper.
Oh,
right.
I was late on that drop.
That was my entry fee. I was like happy just getting the Reaper.
I was late on that drop.
Dude, I was way off on. So apparently, without putting too much out there, but the grass was the deal. And yeah, I was way off. I fished the grass a little bit, but not much. And apparently, so I was over on the Clearwater side, and there's like this weird slimy grass, like
that shitty algae shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. That was terrible.
You can't punch through it. You can't drag a frog through it. It's bad.
Yeah, it's like a slimy, like it's grass, but it's not good grass. It's not the grass you want to be fishing. It's not eel grass or hydrilla. It's like, how is this crap?
It doesn't look healthy.
I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing it's when they working on the Route 40 bridge, and the current still isn't like the current used to come down there strong, and now it does. It just doesn't, you know. And now we got that weird shit growing. That's my guess. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was terrible. Like I flip in there, every time I pull it out, I gotta pull it back off and try to flip in. There was like no fish there. Like it was like
I really feel like there is I think most guys fished Clearwater side yesterday. A lot.
They were farther up than I was. Like I seen everybody further out. More towards.
Were you down?
River.
You were down like
I was down by the quarry on that end of it. I never made it up that far. I seen all the boats up there, and was kind of like. And then we had like other plans that we tried, but it just didn't. You know, it's all about decisions, and we didn't make the decisions yesterday. So.
Yeah. Well, I think first place yesterday was by Greg Hall, and that was 9.15.
Congratulations, Greg.
Congratulations, Greg. Greg Hall won with 9 pounds. We'll just say 9 pounds. And then our boy Brian Dyson.
Second place.
Took second place with 8 pounds.
Right. And then you had Brian Dyson and Tom. And then you had Sean.
Sure. Third place was Sean.
Sean. What's up,
who
Sean?
Also had Lunker at 4 pounds 11, I believe.
It's a pretty big fish.
It's a pretty good one for right now.
It was a grinder.
So
sure.
Good fish to Sean on that 411. That's a nice kicker fish.
Dude, Sean saw me. He was like, thought you was going to take my money, dude. I was like, hey, look, I got to talk trash. It makes it funny. I'll take it next week, Sean.
I like that. I like it. So that's what it's all about, man. It's about having fun.
I can't remember people's names, so I got to apologize. It's like Kevin. I think his name's Kevin. I could be wrong.
I've been Craig the past couple of days.
Yeah, he's Craig. And then Kevin that fishes with Paul. I always call him. I don't even know what the hell name I had for Patrick. I think his name's Patrick. So hey, Kevin, if you're listening, dude, if it's Kevin, is it Kevin? Shit, dude. I don't know. I'm terrible with names, so forgive me if I call you by the wrong name. I call Craig. I call Chad Craig all the time. I don't know, dude. I don't know. They all run together in my brain. I know you. You're Patrick, and his name's Kevin, dude.
But yes, freaking yesterday's tournament was a lot of fun. I think we had 31 boats.
It was scale issues.
There was scale issues, but what are you gonna do?
The
Shit
biggest bag
happens.
is still the biggest bag.
Shit, that's the way I see it. I was like, the biggest bag was still going to be the biggest bag, no matter what the numbers said. Really, it's just
Right.
not accurate.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
my 2-pounder weighed 5 pounds.
Right.
That's
But I mean,
not,
like
I
Greg's bag.
exaggerate.
Greg's bag would have just been 15 pounds, and somebody else's bag would have been 12.
I think by the
13,
time
you
it
know?
got around to like weighing Greg's bag and all that, they got the issues straightened out. It seemed like because Greg kind of knew what he had.
Well, they got a whole different scale and hung it up.
Oh, see, I missed that.
Yeah.
I will say Greg kind of knew what he had, and then when he weighed it, it was kind of around
Yeah,
what he
no,
knew
they
he
had
had.
one of the table scales, and then luckily one of the guys from a club or something, I think it might have been.
Outcast.
Forgive
right?
me if it was Jalico.
Uh,
Ivan's father.
Uh-huh.
I think he had one, and they
Oh,
hung it
that's
up.
Ivan's dad?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We got anybody on tonight? I don't know how you so. Oh yeah, we got some people on. Watching.
7 people
How you
watching.
bring it up where the comments show up so we can see?
Right here.
Oh, Paul's
There's your,
already
there's
up.
your
Oh, my
lovely
wife's
wife.
on. Oh, are you still in the pool, or she was in the pool when I left with like a frozen drink and swimming in the pool? Like life is good.
Life is good.
So she goes back to work Monday.
Life is good.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, Paul, dude. Yeah, don't tell him yet. Evan,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
what's up, Gibb? Hippie Gibbs. Just call me AZ. Azzy? Azzy?
Don't my name game is terrible. You know what I'm talking about, Craig.
No, Mark Jarton, which is Jake. Friggin'.
Is that Jake?
Unless he's got a twin, that was for sure. I'm pretty sure it's Jake. And it was 9 pounds. Greg had it. Greg Hall won it. 9 pounds, 15, I think. Something close to that.
I've seen Jake.
Z. There we go. Z.
There we go. That works. Dude, I've seen Jake on a speedboat yesterday. I was like, dude, what's going on? I on a
Who?
speedboat. Jake Martin. He was
Oh.
speedboating it up yesterday.
Speedboating it up yesterday.
Yeah, he's out water skiing.
Why wasn't he out fishing the tournament?
I think he had something going on with his live well. Him and my brother, I think we're going to team up and fish it, but it didn't happen. They'll probably do something.
Same thing with Lou. I see that Lou's washing.
Uh-huh.
Lou doesn't have a live well, but you can make a cooler live well. I'm just saying. I think
Right.
you can get you can make yourself like a decent cooler live well if you want to compete in these Thursday nighters coming up for probably like $50.
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what Paul's saying.
Paul, we don't know what you're talking about.
Shoot, me, you, and Paul stayed at the ramp pretty late last night, just talking fishing and tackle. We got to get Paul on to do a tackle show. Like Paul,
We can't talk about that stuff.
No, well,
So
no,
we talked about some serious juice last night.
Well, no, not all the stuff we talked about last night. No, but there's a lot of good tackle talking.
That's right. What's the juice?
Hey, look, man.
The tackle juice.
Well, Paul, I missed his. He shot me a message on Facebook, but I unfortunately missed it yesterday. He was there, like I said, during the last. Paul will be there 4 hours early. So like at like 1 o'clock or something, like Paul shoots me a message on Facebook. It's like, hey Rob, I'm here at 1 o'clock. Is that early enough? It's like 1 or 2 o'clock. But then he explained what happened. He had got off work. He had to rig his tackle, so he just went up to the boat ramp, rigged his tackle by his head, which is kind of smart.
Right. Well, I think they were shade
You're
under
gonna,
the trees.
you're gonna, yeah, and you're gonna be sitting there in
Right.
your boat rigging tackle anyways. Might as well get boat number one. Paul, but I was right. Paul was there like 2 or 3 hours early. I predicted that.
I got there a couple hours early as well. I was there at 4.
Yeah, I think Evan might have got
Marcus
up
at
there at
6.
the same time.
Yeah, freaking. But yeah, man, that was fun yesterday. I'm really looking forward to the Thursday nighters coming up. I mean, we're just gonna straight up talk about it. It doesn't matter, man. It changes all the time. It was definitely. Well, I fished yesterday. Me and Steve hit a small cut, and we were fishing some milfoil and some eelgrass. We came back with 2. I definitely lost big snakehead of the night. No doubt. That snakehead jumped and spit my frog, and it was every bit, I'm going to say 8 to 10 pounds just by being able to look at it where it was. Lost that and just could not get our third bass and only came back with 3.35. But the deal was definitely grass and like 2 to 3 feet.
I thought it was Clearwater. I thought Clearwater would be the deal, and I know people fish the Clearwater side.
I think so.
They fish. So thank you. They fished further up than we did. So, we had a game plan. So I didn't pre-fish, and now I'm like maybe I should have. But my whole logic behind that was I didn't want to pre-fish, and then find fish and burn them up.
Burn it up.
So
you just gotta know when to turn it off if you find them. You know what I mean? Like I went out on Tuesday and I fished the same exact area. I had 11 pounds in this area on Tuesday, and I was pretty confident. Now the weather kind of turned some things around, some stuff like that. Tide was different, and I fished it. And if we would have swapped Tuesday, obviously with Friday,
it would have been a whole different derby.
It would have been a whole entire different derby. You know what I mean? But they were in that grass, and it was definitely a frog top water bite. And it's just that time of season, man. They're moving up in those grassy areas that are shallow. They're in that stuff. They're in that grass. They're keeping cool in the grass. And you just got to figure out kind of how they want it or what they want. Change your profiles, change your colors, change your speed. Figure it out.
Yeah. The tide yesterday was a lot higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a lower high tide. It was pretty flooded, and I can't stand a flooded tide. So Paul mentioned on here that that Nate Brown was like there too as well as early as he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. People got there early. They look forward to it.
I pulled in, and there was already like probably 4 or 5 trucks stacked together, including old where is he, buddy? Old Tony Schultz.
No, I don't know where he's at.
Just another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. He had drill taking care of some responsibilities.
Yeah, Brian Dyson. I see him on here. Brian is going to come on the show, talk about what they did. Well, not give up the juice, but talk about their derby. But he couldn't today because they actually got up this morning and fished another derby this morning after fishing last night. So.
Yeah, tide was way better on Tuesday. From Paul's comment, it was way better on Tuesday. But
the water was dirty, the tide was flooded. That's no excuse, but
I was happy to bring back 2 fish and put myself on the board. All right, that's all that mattered.
I brought in a 5-pounder, so I'm sticking to that story since it weighed almost. It didn't even weigh 5. The scale was
the fish was like 2.3, 2.5.
But it weighed
5 on Scott's scale.
It was like 453 or something.
It's like, dude, there's no way that's a 5.
Dude, Paul was chasing me around like, "Where's your fish rod? Let me see it." It's like, "It's back in the river, dude. We don't put it back, dude. It's gone." But I would have never.
The admin told him to run.
I would have never. I would have felt like, no, we had like a 2-pounder to scale didn't weigh it right. I wanted, like, if it came to like, "Oh, you want big fish?" Like, no, I didn't. He was like, "No, I'll give it to the next guy because I won't do that." You know what I mean? But it was kind of funny because now I could be like, "Look at the board, dude. I'll call a 5-pounder." So.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when they weighed it. I was like, "What?"
So is the first Thursday night or this coming Thursday?
Yeah, it's this Thursday,
it's
right?
This Thursday.
Oh yeah, I believe so. That's what Scott said yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess I gotta hit up Scuba Steve and make sure Scuba Steve can make it.
We'll be there, man. We'll be there.
I mean,
I'm not going to talk much trash this time.
I'll come out there and freaking smoke y'all solo.
Hey, look, I'm not talking trash this time. I learned my lesson. I got my teeth kicked in yesterday.
Go out there and burn it up.
I'm gonna look, man. We can start talking trash. Yeah, I believe it's this every Thursday from now on. I think he said until, what did he say, October or August? I don't know.
So he said they'll adjust times as
they did that last year.
The days go and stuff. So I assume it'll probably go a little bit towards fall.
Right.
And then probably stop. I remember last year they definitely were not going on in like deep fall.
I know. I wish they would have.
Yeah, I don't understand why they started at like the dog day of summer.
Yeah.
Why not like spring to summer and then break and then like late summer into fall?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Brian's right though. Brian saying he likes Fridays better. Me too, because you ain't gotta get up for work the next day. Then it's Saturday. So Fridays would be cool. I don't know. Thursday nighters ain't that bad though either. I don't know. Fridays would be kind of cool. But, I wish they would have went further. And the fall fishing can get really good, and it's a different game.
It's always a mystery, by the way. These my girlfriend loves. She makes us Vegas bombs.
That's what I was saying. What is this? Because she brings
it's a Vegas bomb, and so she makes that. But what sucks is like she got the stuff earlier today, and it's not chilled yet.
Oh, I don't care.
We definitely gotta put that shit down.
It's called a what?
A Vegas bomb. I think
it's
like blue raspberry vodka and Red Bull.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it does taste like.
No. I'm sorry. These are sour bombs. Sour bombs, not Vegas bombs. A sour bomb.
Evan, cheers, Evans.
Cheers, Evan.
Evans with an S.
That's not Evans, bro. It's Hippie Gibbs.
Is that what y'all call him?
That's what I always call him, Hippie Gibbs. I think it's his Instagram name, and ever since I saw it, I was like, that's pretty neat. I like it.
If it's a dude, but we're fishing yesterday. Evan is like, fuck, dude, like he's pissed and shit, right? It's like, dude, chill, dude. You're like a Rastafarian. Don't worry, be happy, dude. Come on, Evan, right? Yeah, don't worry, be happy. We'll get him next time, dude. It's how it goes.
Bass and beer to bass and liquor after 2 episodes of River Bear Rob.
Yeah, can't have me on here, dude. Can't have me on here, man. Can't have me on here.
Oh man, I know. Freaking look. Here's the other Jack Daniels, honey.
Yeah, Evan know me too well because like soon I got tequila is a hell of a drug. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. Damn tequila, dude. Be the death of me one day. Tequila will be the death of me.
Woo.
That's good though.
They are good. They're just dangerous because they're good enough. You can just put them down, and then by the next thing you know, you're freaking spinning.
Can I show this or what I brought or no?
Well, be careful with that.
I was going to tease Paul.
Why is there so much fire on this podcast?
Hey, dude, you know how you posted today? It's like, and our usual shenanigans. That should be like our slogan. Shenanigans. First of all, shenanigans is a hilarious.
I'm always up here. I know that what I'm talking about, I shouldn't be talking about, but I'm like, fuck it.
Shenanigans. Just the word shenanigans makes me laugh.
It's shenanigans, bro.
Shenanigans.
Bounty hunter. Y'all ain't seen the bounty hunter, but the bounty hunter's here. It's a secret weapon, but here it is. It's on my podcast.
For Paul Batters, I think he's in need of one. He lost one yesterday.
It's not what you think it is.
Paul knows what it is.
If you don't know what it is, do you deserve it? You got to appreciate this.
So I've run this to one. We're going to be giving this away. We just haven't figured out how yet, with a bunch of other things.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff we're going to be giving.
You know what? Maybe
we got soft plastics. We got frogs. We got crankbaits.
Maybe if you could name what it was, like if you know what that is, Paul will know what it is. A lot of people might not.
That's a little too easy. One thing's for sure. When we do this bait giveaway, we're going to be asking.
I can't leave it sitting there now. Hide it behind the beard.
Too close. Hide it behind the beard.
Hide it behind the beard. That should be our slogan too. Behind the beard. 15 pounds ain't shit. Our usual shenanigans and hide it behind the beard.
I want a banner that says 15 pounds ain't shit on
it. Dude, I love it.
Oh, dude, my next sticker set that we make is going to be 15 pounds ain't shit.
Ain't shit, dude.
I'm texting him tonight.
I would say just give it to Paul. Dude. I'm not.
That's what I was thinking right away. I'm like, just give it to Paul.
No, that's too easy. It's too much of a gem just to be like, if you can name what it was.
Man, dude, I think we should do something that's cool for like maybe a couple weeks, and we'll put together like a Bass and Beer Radio giveaway box.
I'm planning on a really huge giveaway on my YouTube. It's kind of big, dude. Like I don't want to say nothing yet. It's a very expensive bait. When I reach 250 subscribers, I was gonna put a post up when I reach 250 subscribers. I'm gonna give it away. I'm not sure how yet, and I'll probably just give it away here when I do it. Yeah. So, and we'll give it away live on the show once I get the subscribers. But none of that is official yet. But I'm pretty much leaning towards definitely doing that. I have so much footage I got to sit down and edit. It's so hard to sit down and edit, dude. Like,
Dude, we're gonna definitely take. I'm gonna take some of this huge pile of baits over here.
winner, chicken dinner.
And we're gonna
Greg
We're
Hall.
gonna put a big old box up in there of baits. Up there's Greg Hall.
Winner. Congrats, man.
Number one. Congrats, Jake Hall.
Jake Hall. Yeah, you're turning into me, dude.
Making vodka already. Greg Hall.
I'm rubbing off on you. Jake Hall is his new name now, dude. Like, hey, Brian guessed it. It's his. He said it's a frog.
Yeah. He's so smart.
Yeah, Brian, you figured that shit out quick, dude.
The circle goes in the circle hole.
Oh shit. We'll do like a random. I don't know yet. So like just brainstorming on it, but
yeah, we'll definitely get to figure
like
that out.
What kind of car does Tony Uncle drive or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
something.
Right? Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's not the official question,
but we're gonna put that stuff together. We have some really cool stuff. We have some Bass Munitions baits to give you guys away. Bass Munitions is a sick soft plastic bait with some really dope colors that I have really enjoyed throwing recently. A great soft plastic. Check them out down here, bassmunitionslures.com for all your soft plastic needs. These things are sweet. Definitely give them a test. And I do believe he has a discount code right now. Spring something. Go on the website. It says it on the front of the website, and type that in for your soft plastics. Check out everything. They got everything you need. They got the freaking drop shot worms.
I should have tried it yesterday.
Oh yeah. Could have. I did. It probably would have. I'm telling you, man. It's good luck having those in the boat. Period. As well as those Bass and Beer radio stickers.
Well, I'm sure Evan would have, if I had remembered to bring some packs. Evan would have throw them because he's more of a finesse guy than me.
We'll definitely get a couple of those packs to Evan and test out in the local juice. Yeah, man. So we're really excited. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We're also planning. I don't even know if I should really talk about this right now because Tony's not here.
We'll wait for Tony.
But
I know
really
you're going to talk about the clean.
Yeah, I do want to talk about that. We were thinking the other day and kind of brought to attention, we've been making some trips of the gunpowder recently to do some filming in the water with some of the baits people have been sending us to make some videos and do some bait testing. And there's just a lot of debris up in the gunpowder from storms and everything being washed down. There's tires and old beer cans and etc. everywhere. And I think it would be really cool to just get a group of people together, some volunteers with some John boats that can float in some shallow water and go up in the gunpowder and kind of clean up the gunpowder river a little bit, man. There's a ton of tires. Pick up the tires, pick up the old beer cans, the glass bottles, the plastic bags and stuff that are stuck along the sides of the river, and just kind of do a cleanup. And that's something that I definitely want to look into doing and setting up here soon in the future.
I'm down.
And we definitely we're going to look into that. So if any of you guys are interested in doing that or interested in taking part, let me know, because that would be pretty cool to take care of something that really gives a lot to us, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I know Evan's down. I've seen Evan try to punch people in their face for littering before. It's like, just a trash can right there, punch you in your face. You know, he's Italian, so he's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if I just blatantly saw somebody throw some shit in the water, I'd be like, what is wrong with you?
So I don't know if people had, Evan makes a very good point, and I do want to bring this up. So I don't know how many people had noticed all the filming going on at the solstice. So that was Givens Media, Phil Givens.
Givens Media.
So he actually came and he filmed the Ike Foundation tournament when we did. So it's Evan's brother. And he's like super professional photographer. Like he's like super good. Like I don't know if anybody got interviewed by him yesterday, but he puts like a mic on you and like giant cameras and like but anyway, so he filmed the Ike Foundation tournament. Now he's actually working with them and Bash University.
Wow.
And he's about to go on a trip with Ryan Salzman. He's done work with KVD. So that's the guy that was there filming yesterday. I know he's giving his cards out, but if you want to get some sick filming done and editing work, hit up Phil. I believe it's Givens Media. If you look on my Facebook, you'll see him. You'll see him on my Facebook.
Definitely
But,
Givens Media.
and he's a super cool guy. Like, I mean, he just came out and did that just to show people, like, hey, look, man, this is what I could to promote. You know, he's promoting his.
Dude, I bet
business.
you whatever he drops on the Solstice tournament's going to be sick.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to send me the footage that he got so I can edit something up. I haven't even edited the Ike footage that I got so far, but Phil actually sent me all his footage too.
Okay.
He's like that good of a dude. Man.
Right on, dude.
Super
Yeah,
good dude.
that's
man.
cool.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm like, let's get back to the shenanigans. I'm like, hey, Phil, dude, we'll probably run into the canal first. Did Evan tell you that? He's like, Evan, don't tell me shit, dude. I was like, damn, dude.
Brotherly love.
Right, yeah. Well,
Brotherly
me and my
love.
brother got the same kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Now they're super tight. He's a duck hunter too. Like he's an outdoorsman as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He just is not fish. So he fishes, but not like
fishing.
competitively or anything.
Yeah. So he likes fishing and he's into the whole game, but he's not. He's more of a hunter than a fisherman. He's more on the hunting side of it. You know, some people love both. Some people do one or the other. Like me, I don't hunt. I don't hunt. My shotgun is for if someone tries to come in my house, they get shot with it. That's about the only thing. Right?
I'm gonna hit you with this.
Right, yeah. Because like I have a friend, he's a really good hunter. He goes hunting all the time. Not Evan. Well, Evan does too, of course. But before I even knew Evan, and I'm like, man, I want to get something to protect my family. Somebody come in here. He was like, get a shotgun, dude. You can't miss. It's like somebody come through the door, just pull the trigger. You're him. I'm like, all right, cool. So I brought a shotgun. Right? It's just for
cool.
protection. But Evan has been promising to teach me how to hunt. So
it is cool.
I would like to try it.
It is an experience.
I'm so compassionate. You know, sometimes when I hook a bass in his face, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Still gonna hook him in his face though. Like, oh man, dude, you're like tongue hooked. You're fucked.
Evan says if it flies, it dies.
Right, yeah. Oh, dude.
That's half the reason why his boat was leaking all the water, because he's freaking busting through freaking icebergs trying to get back to shoot birds in the winter.
Oh, I got videos of me breaking through ice, just the bass fish. But Mike Iaconelli's wife and like two other girls were on the dock feeding these baby ducks. And here come me and Evan. And they're like, don't run over the ducks. And Evan was like, don't worry, I won't. I'm just going to shoot them next year when they grow up. I'm going to give them a year and then I'm shooting them. If it flies, it dies.
I'm just going to shoot them next year when they grow up.
I'm like, Evan, don't shoot them. He's like, fuck that, Rob. Nah, dude. But seriously, his brother is a hunter, outdoorsman. He knows people in the industry, and he does. Like, if you watch the video that he made it, but I put it on my channel of the Ike Foundation, the one just people launching and stuff, the quick clip. I believe it was Ozzy Osbourne song or a Black Sabbath song. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Evan's brother did all that. I didn't do nothing. That was all him, dude. He's dope. So Phil Givens Media. Check him out on Facebook.
Check him out. Yeah. He was cool to talk to and pretty nice guy. I'm definitely interested in using him for some footage this coming fall.
We could probably get him involved with the channel, too. He would be down to do it. But he definitely would be down to do it.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk to him, see what we got going on.
He's got I can't remember people's names, let alone pronounce the name of the cameras and equipment that he has.
Whatever it was fancy as hell.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very professional, dude. Very professional. You know, if it flies, it dies. I'm still if it flies, it dies.
This dude literally have a freaking hair and go blowing across the water.
Dude, we about to upgrade Evan's motor, and you really ain't gonna mess with us because who knows where the hell we're gonna end up at.
Freaking
Once
90
we upgrade the motor,
90 horsepower on it,
We'll
that
be
thing's
gone,
gonna
dude.
fly.
Yeah, we'll be all over the place.
That thing is gonna fly with a 90 on it.
Dude, that was our main thing when we did the Ike Foundation tournament. Is we don't know the Upper Bay like that. We hardly ever fish it.
Right.
We couldn't run anywhere though. You know, we got aluminum boats, 40 horsepower, so we were up there. We did catch our limit though. We did better in Ike Foundation tournament than we did last night, which is super actually depressing. Might use that shotgun to shoot myself.
Oh man.
I'm just joking, of course.
Yeah, the bite was freaking difficult yesterday, but it is every time. It is. I'm telling you, like I feel like the last 2 years it's been the exact same way though.
I never won a solstice. I won some of the Thursday nighters. Me and Evan did.
Yeah.
But I think Evan had second place in last year's solstice. I think Tony had.
Did the Thursday nighters have just as big a turnout as the solstice?
Nah. All the sticks are that Greg will be there that won.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Brian and them will be there that came in
Paul
second.
will be there.
Yeah, you get a lot of the ones that didn't place or that don't usually show up. But all the sticks are still there usually, most of them. Not I wouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them. So it's still a serious competition. I would say you get like 15, like 20 boats. You know, so,
okay.
Yeah, it's still a really good turn. You didn't do the Thursday
night? It's a great turnout.
You didn't do the Thursday night?
Not too many of them last year.
Dude, they were fun as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Man, when it ended.
Getting way more involved this year for sure.
Oh, dude, every Thursday.
I was still racing pit bikes and shit last year, and I haven't been racing dirt bikes.
Dude, how the hell?
Anymore.
So I asked you this, Chad. I'm joking, of course. I gotta ask you this, Chad. So you haven't been into bass fishing before, like a lot of us. Like I fished growing up. I grew up on the water and was always fishing. But you got into it later in life than most people.
Yeah.
But you got $9,000 in swim baits, dude. Like you buy swim baits like every week. 9,000 is an underestimate. Everywhere I look in his house, dude, it's like, good Lord, dude. It's like a tackle museum in here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of freaking
love baits. Dude.
I started throwing swim baits, and then
Paul might be right. Sometimes it did get down to like 10 boats or so.
Okay.
Yeah, not all of them was that small, Paul. Some of them had more than that there, I believe. If I can remember, I don't know. I can't remember. Shit.
10 boats would still be really fun.
Well, it's like Paul and Greg and Tony, like all Brian, like all the main sticks. The guys
that want to be there.
It ain't like it's any easier. Let's just put it that way.
It's the guys that want to be there.
Well, that can catch them. You know what I mean?
That too.
Not that. I mean, I'm
going to be there anyways, so I might as well fish it.
Here's the thing with fishing, dude. Anybody could win at any time, really.
For real.
We're dealing with a wild animal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wild animal.
Right. So
vicious animal.
You can predict what it's going to be doing as much as you want, but you never will be able to. All you can do is control the controllables. You can't control the uncontrollables, is what I'm saying.
It's all predictions.
That's the best thing, figure them out. Greg figuring them out. You know?
Greg figured it out.
Yeah. Although we didn't check your live well, Greg, we probably should have. No, I'm just joking, I'm just messing with Greg.
I'm going to go get a cold beer. You need another one?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was being lazy and I didn't stock up the monster cooler for this episode today. Well, it will be for Fridays.
Evan said a wild animal crying. It is a wild animal, dude. I'll tell a story while Craig is gone. I mean, Chad. Dude. I work with a bunch of guys who are not outdoorsmen. So there's a garden snake outside. I catch a snake and I show it to them. Hey, check it out. And they're scared. And the one dude, that's the one I got it from. The one dude's like, Rob, that's a wild animal. Put that back. It's going to bite you. You shouldn't be messing with wild animals. Put it back where it belongs. So that's why I get the wild animal. That's a wild animal. A bass is, though. Fish are very unpredictable, but at the same time, to get good at fishing, you have to learn how to predict what they're doing. So it's, you know what I mean? So when I say you can only control the controllables. Is you can make sure your line is good, your knots are good, your gear is right, you did your research, where you're going to go, what you're going to do. That's about all you can control. You study, practice, try to predict where they're going to be at. But now, so if you lose a fish because your hooks were dull or your line was old, that's on you. You can control that,
Tony.
man. You can control that. That's on you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have changed my line, but I was too lazy. I was eating a cheesesteak, watching Friends or whatever.
We just talked about that the other week or whatever, and then stuff. Changing your line. I'm one of those guys where I might change it once a season or twice a season. Most of the time, if I change it twice a season, it's because I backlash so damn bad in the middle of the season and I can't get it out, so I might as well re-spool it.
Yeah.
But changing your freaking knots is the most important, in my opinion.
And
Change your
sharp
freaking
hooks.
knots, dude. Sharp hooks, all in your sharp hooks. I have a lot of, actually, like, I've been really lazy this year, and the top water bite is just starting to kind of turn on for me personally. I know a lot of other people have been on it, but I have not. I've been figuring out in different ways.
Would love to, Paul. Let's plan it.
But I have baits sitting on the table that I love to utilize, but the hooks are completely mangled, and I have not changed them yet.
This is
They're not in my tackle box.
I just saw your text.
Nice.
I know I'm terrible, dude. Look, somehow I will make it. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, man, you're totally okay. Do you know what I'm really stoked on? These Yamamotos, these tailworms, these are gonna get smoked.
Well, we have like we're working on some giveaways. Let's just put it that way. We don't give up too much till we have everything planned out.
I got like a whole box of random stuff I got in here. Gamble fish. I got 10,000 fish worms.
Well, these two are no
Frogs
longer
in here.
available. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
I got some Yamamoto Seikos in here for giveaways. Headbangers, some rocker heads. If anybody's used these before, man,
Let me see those.
you pair these up with like a
It's like a swivel head jig
yeah,
for
it's
a
like
jig.
a swivel head. What do I do with it? Right here.
That's interesting.
I got tons of stuff like that. I got freaking riot baits. I got soft plastics. I got crankbaits. I got everything. We got a bunch of stuff that we're going to be throwing in this box for a giveaway, as well as a couple of those golden ticket items.
So it's the headbanger.
Like this frog that you guys aren't allowed to see yet.
Paul already knew what it was. So he lost one last night. I know Paul. That's why I brought it in. That's why I brought it in the class for show and tell today.
Of course, Paul knows what it is.
The headbanger rocker head takes your creature bait fishing to the next level.
To the next level.
And I like throwing a creature bait. I like that. I like that sweet beaver.
It's one of those deals where I really have a lot of baits where, like, I've bought so much crap or I've gotten a lot of stuff, and I've found what I'm confident in, so I don't use a lot of the stuff that
That's what I do.
So I have a lot of stuff sitting around that I just don't use because I found what my confidence baits are now.
Right.
So
everything else is just backup. You want to try something different.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got
But confidence baits are confidence baits because you throw them. So if you threw something different all the time and you call them more, you would get confidence in that too. That's the dilemma.
But don't get me wrong, I don't want to give you guys what I'm not confident in at the same time either. We're also throwing in stuff that I am 110% confident in, like some full-blown juice.
Well, me and Brian Dyson talked about this earlier, and a good team, like me and Evan, we don't throw the same bait. We throw totally different stuff and see what they're biting on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Until you figure out what they're hitting, and then So, but when it comes to confidence baits are confidence baits because you throw it. The more you throw it, the more likely you get bit on it.
Right.
And once you keep getting bit on it, you gain a lot of confidence in it.
Exactly.
what it is. But your confidence bait could be totally different than mine, but you can catch them on it. And I don't have as much confidence, so I'm like throwing it, but like, I gotta go back to my bait that I know is gonna catch them.
I got some Lucky Craft stuff.
Ooh. What are you giving away? Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I said it. There's some Lucky Craft.
Uh-huh.
There might be some Mega Bass in there.
Well, yeah, I can got some Mega Bass stuff.
There could be some Mega Bass stuff in there. I got some Mega Bass stuff laying around in here. I got lots of different soft plastics. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of my Bass Munitions bait soft plastics. I got a bunch of soft plastics from Bass Munitions laying around. I can throw some Bass Munitions baits in there. Lots of other soft plastics, other crankbaits. I got some, maybe there might be some jigs available to throw in there. Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to jig?
What's my go-to jig? To be honest with you, dude, I'm not a jig person.
Me neither. That's why I asked.
For the most point, when I'm throwing a jig, it's normally I'm going to like a finesse style, so I'm throwing like a Z-Man or like something like that.
I like the Molex. Is it Molex? How do you say it? Molex? Like I'm sure.
Some of the missile Ike jigs I like throwing. I have a bunch of the missile jigs, and I also have a pretty decent selection of dirty jigs as well.
Oh yeah, dirty. I forgot about dirty jigs. Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I can't even believe I forgot about this. Beast Coast Fishing.
Really?
I have a good amount of Beast Coast Fishing tungsten jigs.
I think Paul's boy Travis Manson's sponsored by Beast Coast. I think.
Yeah, Beast Coast jigs are a very nice quality jig.
You know, it's Paul's like best friend. Dude. He loves them. Yeah, Paul's so,
we also have some other frogs to give away too. Not only this secret frog, but we have some tailored lures.
That's an OG right there.
I know that's OG.
That's OG.
We also got some tailored lures frogs to give away, which is a pretty nice quality frog. And you look around, man. There's baits everywhere in here.
I know. Yeah. You gotta come see my bait room one day when you get a chance.
Yeah.
I have a little bait set up. So my wife has like I hope she's still listening. An insane. So you do. All right, I'll tell a story. You know how I make my fishing videos?
Oh yeah.
I get 102 views or whatever.
Right? Rob.
And I appreciate it very much. I love y'all. Thank you. But my wife has this insane Bath and Body Works. My basement looks like a Bath and Body Works store. I swear to God. Like if you ever saw it, you'd be like, "Holy shit!" And so I make a video of that one day, dude. 3,000 views in like an hour. Yeah, it's insane. It's shelves. She had me build this whole room of shelves, and it's just Bath and Body Works. It's like rows and rows and
lotions and.
She's been collecting it. She's been collecting it forever. She has like rare stuff, like yeah. She's like a tackle junkie, but with Bath and Body Works. Yeah. So like, if you ever came there, you would see like, I tell people like, do not bring your wife or girlfriend to my house because they will see my wife's closet and they will be like, "Oh, I want one." Yeah. So then I have my corner. Where I have all my tackle and everything. I'm in the corner over here, outside of the Bath and Body Works store. I call it the store. It's like Bath and Body Works store.
You got the whole basement. You're boxed into this little.
We have freaking 5,000 candles. I was like, "Are you going to burn all these? There's no way in hell you're going to burn 5,000 freaking candles." And then she buys more. Like, "Oh, I have candle delivery on the door." Like, you know how
Paul's door is turquoise.
I know. Dude, I've been married 22 years, and that's how you stay married. When the wife wants something.
That's how you stay married. You paint your door.
Keep the wife happy.
The door
if the wife wants the door painted turquoise, you paint it turquoise.
Not do it, but I'm waiting for it. The window shutters are next, Paul.
Oh, dude, when you're like, "I ain't doing it," that's when you'd be, watch. Paul won't be fishing no derbies. Like, I gotta paint the shutters.
Paul will stop existing at the derbies.
He won't be there early unless them shutters get painted, dude. But yeah, happy wife, happy life. But yeah, my wife is seriously maybe one of the. I really should make a YouTube channel for her, and like it would be way more popular than my channel. I just can't find the motivation to sit down and make me a Bath and Body Works YouTube channel.
It's hard enough to sit down and go through freaking hours of film every single night.
Right now, I gotta like, oh, this is strawberry shimmer. and
Strawberry shimmer.
and edit that shit up. Like, oh, okay. Like I can't do it. And she's too. My wife is very shy, so she's too shy to do that. So whose room is this?
Oh, look, here's a picture of Paul's corner on Facebook that we're looking at right
Dude,
now.
that's dope, Paul.
Listen, I'm zooming in real close to all the soft plastics on your wall, bro.
See, I was looking at the plaques on the wall. Paul is smashing them, dude. Look.
Well, we already knew that.
Well, yeah, I did know that. Yeah, Paul's room is pretty dope.
He's pretty strict on the soft plastics, I'm noticing. He
What
likes what he
got there?
likes.
Let's see what he's got on.
Oh my God,
I see some Zoom.
There's power bait up there. That's gross.
You don't like power bait, dude?
No.
I see the gulp worms.
Berkeley is in the same category as Guggen to me. I would literally.
Berkeley is kind of some hacks, but yeah.
This is the Berkeley Gilly.
I had one. You caught me. That's some shenanigans. I do own a Gilly.
I wanted the JDM version.
A lot of people got the original Gilly.
The original Gilly that Mike Iaconelli stole.
But you can get the Berkeley Gilly a lot cheaper. I mean, come on, it's the same bait.
So hang on. So I called out power bait, but I strictly remember that there was some power bait craze on a specific color earlier in the springtime.
The flatworm, the power bait flatworm up north for smallmouth is like so sought after that they're sold out all the time.
It wasn't like a black max scent or
I
something.
don't know
that
the
was
color, but yeah, the max scent. That's right, the max scent. It's the flatworm, right? Paul knows the flatworm is like all those guys. That's what they fish.
So is it the scent or is it the action?
I don't know.
Are you throwing a max scent over a Yamamoto?
So Sean's right too. The general, like John Cox, fishes the general all the time, and he's a freaking beast.
What, a KVD word?
No, it's Berkeley General. It's it's a
Berkeley
Cinco.
General.
It's basically
That's how much I have. That's how much I have. Freaking Berkeley products. I don't have any of them.
Yeah, so they make a Cinco called the General. It might be Max Scent or not. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but like John Cox smashes them on it. That and he fishes the Fritz side crankbait all the time. Are you familiar with the Fritz side? David Fritz crankbait. Yeah.
All I throw is Yamamoto when it comes to
soft plastic
Senkos.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, not Cinco. I'm not a Cinco.
Senkos. You want to talk about flipping juice?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I would rather not. No. That's one topic I don't know what we're talking about. People got me figured out a little bit. People like study videos.
You throw the Guggen flipping base on you.
Yes, that's 100% correct.
Actually, there's a lot of people. The Bandito bug. That's about the only product from Guggen that I think a lot of people actually rave about.
So the one I was talking about last time, I did my research because I was like, what the hell was that first bait that Guggen came out that they straight bit off of Strike King? It was the Rage Crawl. And they called it the Kraken Crawl, I believe. But it was the Strike King Rage Crawl, basically. I think. Yeah.
Everything is original in the fishing industry now.
Soft plastic wise, you'll be surprised if I told you. I can't tell you, but if I told you. And it's generic. What I use is generic.
I don't throw a shitload of soft plastics. I will say it's Yamamoto and Zoom.
No, Reaction
Those
Innovations.
are the plastics you'll find in my boat.
Reaction Innovations. Just Beaver. And then
well, you weren't going to talk about it.
Well, no, that's not my real juice, but I will throw that. That bait's super dope. And the missile bait's the D-Bomb. Both of those.
Missile baits, D-Bomb, the Reaction Innovation, Sweet Beaver are the baits that...
Everybody knows what a throw, Paul. If you study hard enough, it's not that hard to really figure me out.
We're never trying to hide anything from Paul. Paul already knows.
No, people call me out before. People have figured me out before. Not, I wouldn't say call me out like I'm doing something wrong, but people have figured out. I throw something a little different than most people throw.
We never talk about... We call out the garbage. We talk
it's not garbage. I do.
No, I'm talking about Guggen baits and like.
Oh yeah. No, I don't. No, it's nothing like that.
Garbage, but the other stuff we talk about openly is definitely good stuff. But as a fisherman, like you can't give away all.
Right. So I flip a little differently than most people do, is all. And some people have figured out, like, oh, I know what you do. Like, and not, like Paul said, he wanted outlet either. But
Okay,
it's
but
not like it's
if
some
I
kind
drive
of
past you on my boat and I see, oh, freaking, he's flipping right now.
right.
Even if I see that you're flipping, it's going to be really hard for me to identify exactly what you're flipping.
It's in the creature bait family.
Ooh, it's such a wide variety.
That's why I used to tell people, where you throwing creature bait? And it is. Just not which one. I'm not giving up, you know.
Right.
But yeah, but it's just a confidence bait for me. That's all. And the spinner bait is a huge confidence bait for me.
Yeah.
I'm a spinner bait guy. You know, I throw a
Spinner bait over
a lot.
chatterbait.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm a
So-
chatterbait over spinner bait.
So my logic. Here's my
We
logic.
fish grass. I feel like the chatterbait's better through some of the grass.
Here's my logic on that. Like I'll break down where my brain is at. So spinner bait, good for years. It come out with the chatterbait. Brian Thrift makes the chatterbait famous. I don't know if anybody knows that, but that's who Brian Thrift had chatterbaits before anybody had them. He knew the people that were making them. They wanted him to promote them, but he was winning so many tournaments on them, he didn't want to promote them because he didn't want to give up the juice, right? But then eventually he did, and then chatterbait gets real famous. Then everybody's catching up on chatterbait. No one's throwing a spinnerbait no more. I'll throw a spinnerbait because they see chatterbaits all day.
I see spinnerbaits all the time.
I'm just saying that's my logic. That's my logic, how I think of it.
Sean says he likes Sixth Sense stuff. I have not
Yeah,
tested.
Sixth Sense is dope.
I have not tested like any Sixth Sense products.
I have their walking bait, not the first one they made that people didn't like, but the second one, I wish I could remember the name of it. I have their walking bait. I have some of their soft plastics, but yeah, Sixth Sense makes quality bait, and their paint jobs they're not as good as Mega Bass, but they got good paint jobs.
Mega Bass has fantastic paint jobs, but the one thing I will say about Mega Bass is their paint job isn't strong. It's good, but it's not strong. You can throw a Mega Bass spinnerbait for 6 hours that day, and the whole belly of it is just a lead bottom.
Well, if a snakehead eats it, it's done.
Or that. I mean, all Mega Bass spinnerbaits are incredibly light wired as well. So,
what's the 6 cent square, Bill? There's a couple different ones. So there's also, is it Cliff Pace? The crankbait game is insanely that's a whole nother.
the variety.
You could spend your life just researching the crankbait game. That's how deep, like with Ed Chambers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's like I don't know if it's Cliff Pace. I don't want to give the wrong info, but there was baits like the WEC, the mutt. There was baits like the mutt, right? Right. Yeah. Thank you, Paul. And then Cliff Pace did Black Label, which are hand carved balsa baits that are similar to the popular balsa baits that were popular back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give them through. So like Cliff Pace has like what the peanut, right? Paul, like the peanut is a copy of the WEC mutt. The mutt is the peanut. So like that's how deep the crankbait game is. So like a rock crawler, supposedly like a wiggle wart, and crankbait game. We could do like 3 freaking weeks on crankbaits.
My whole crankbait box is honestly like my confidence crankbait is
DT6.
my confidence crankbaits is freaking Lucky Craft and Mega Bass. That's what my confidence crankbaits are.
I'm
throwing Mega Bass, Knuckles, Z2s,
the RC.
Z3s, Griffins.
Isn't the Griffins a Mega Bass, but
Yeah.
the Lucky Craft's the RC, right? Rick Clun, RC, whatever.
I can't even remember.
The RC stands for Rick Clun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Griffin is Mega Bass. The crankbait game is insane, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The crankbait game
I've talked about it a bunch of times on here before, but I like to explore with lures that I feel that other people in the field aren't throwing a shitload of. Like everybody's throwing KVD cranks, everybody's throwing Opalas, everybody's throwing those typical baits that you can go grab at Dick's, Bass Pro Shops, Walmart, whatever. But how many people are going out and buying JDM shit for the $20 price? Nobody wants to spend $20, $25 on a fucking crankbait. Who's buying? There's not
saying nobody.
I'm not saying nobody.
But
I'm saying a majority of the field is not doing that.
Right.
And if they do, I know a lot of people that buy these products and they're just freaking collection people, man. They buy this shit, they put it in their tackle box. Oh, I don't want to lose a $20 crankbait, so I just keep it in here.
That frog's been sitting in my house for like 5 years, dude. I wasn't gonna throw it. That's why I was gonna give it away.
I've lost $120 glide baits on branches before.
I'll be honest.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to, when you jump into a different part of, I'm not saying there's different levels, and I'm not saying that those other products don't work, because I've straight up been outfished by people that are throwing KPD crankbaits. I'm not saying that they don't work. I'm just saying what my preference is.
I think Sean's saying that the catwalk is the walking bait that 6 cents makes. I want to say it was called something else. I'll tell you what, Sean. Though, next, I'll bring one with me next time. I'll show you the one that I got. It works good. I can't remember the name of it though. I think so. Like Baxter, the bait man's like sponsored by them. And one time I hit him up like, "Hey, do they make a good walking bait 6 cents?" And he was like, "Yeah, check out this one." I forget which one it was, but I did buy one, and it does work really well. And the paint job is pretty sick on it, dude. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it was called the catwalk though. Yeah, that might be it. The Dogma. I think it is the Dogma. Could be wrong though. Yeah, Dogma. I think it is the Dogma. Sean said the same thing. You ain't checked out no 6 cents baits?
None, dude.
Oh, that baits are pretty sick, dude.
I have. Pretty sick. They look good.
Plus, they hate the Googling Squad, so that should be good enough for you right there. I don't want to say hate. Hate's a very terrible word to use, but I know them and the Googling Squad don't favor each other.
Dude, it really, honestly, it really.
They do not have a pleasant relationship with each other.
It really bummed me out the most. I'm not gonna lie, and like we have yet to actually see the actual bait. So like, yes, you got some.
You talking about the mag draft again?
Yes, dude. It bummed me out when they did the whole mag draft thing, which like hasn't even been released yet. So like we don't know how like what the differences and shit are. But I was just like, man, I'm like, you guys are just willing to freaking walk away with anybody's idea.
Oh yeah, well, Chris Zaldane.
Well, you can't like they didn't have anything like this happening until Chris Zaldane left Megabass and went to Guggen. Period.
Right.
And here we go. Oh, well, now we're going to come out with a line of swim baits.
Oh yeah, of course. He's a big swim bait guy. So he's not on.
He was Tater Hog.
I know he's with Guggen now, but he's not. He left Megabass. Or is he sponsored by both? I don't know.
I think he's fully Guggen. He's not throwing Megabass rods and stuff anymore. He's not throwing.
Dude, how do you leave Megabass?
Money.
Well, he's probably got 10,000 Vision 110s, so.
Money.
And he's probably.
Dude, I still feel like he's probably using Megabass products behind the scene, but when he's on TV, he's throwing the Guggen shit. That's how I feel. I think a lot of pros do that.
Oh,
what was a prime example? Like Hank Cherry won that on the. Won it on the Vision 110.
Oh yeah,
period. And then
he did admit that though. He did admit.
Yeah, he admitted it. What was it? The very next year, who was it? Is it Berkeley again?
Yeah, Paul's right. It is a business. Yeah, so yeah, it's Berkeley. He come out with the stunner. How do you say it? Yeah. Which is a Vision 110. Well, I don't know. It's different than a Vision 110.
You don't replicate a Vision 110.
Bet you Hank
It's the best jerk bait on the market.
That's all he throws is
he's won it 2 years in a row. I guarantee you he was throwing Vision 110 the second time. But because they freaking released that Berkeley, whatever that shit is.
It is different than, so Paul's right, the stunner is kind of different. But what I'm saying, Paul, is do you think he's not throwing a Vision 110 anymore?
I think a lot of them are throwing products that they don't talk about on television.
No, so that's that whole thing. Like they catch them and then they tell you they call them on whatever bait they're sponsored by, but they were catching them on something else.
Exactly.
But they say it's getting harder for them to get away with that because of live.
Yeah.
People can spot it. People can be like, oh, that's not. No, that's not the stuff.
Right, as picture quality and everything gets a lot better on televisions.
Right, yeah, and people ain't that dumb. They're like, that is not a freaking SV3 he's throwing. That's a freaking something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they can figure it out by watching live. I mean, you sit there and watch them fishing live all the time. So, I don't know. But yeah, Berkeley, I don't know, dude. I don't know. The Berkeley flatworm, I believe it is. It's like very sought after for smallmouth. Like maybe the number one smallmouth bait in ever. Berkeley flatworm.
News to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very hard to get.
News to me. I just don't mess with Berkeley.
And it's like something that Berkeley came up with on their own. It's not like a copy of anyone else's bait. It's their bait, their original bait. But we all know the Gilly story.
The Gilly. The Berkeley Gilly.
Dude, I want to go to ICAST. Try to go to ICAST, dude.
Don't you have to be invited to ICAST?
We can get invited. Figure it out. Give me an invite somehow. Go to ICAST.
That'd be pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie.
So, did you see when Ben Hook Up Tackle went?
I didn't watch that. No.
You should watch that episode because he's like super pissed because everything was like knockoffs from Japanese baits.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Like everything new was knocked off from JDM stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're taking ideas from over in Japan and they're just bringing it over to America and ripping it off pretty much.
Well, there's like the.
Like, dude, I mean, if it's not I mean, I guess maybe the patent system is different. I don't know if a JDM patent even applies over in America. Like, I don't know how that works.
Right.
But yeah, they're coming out with these like Japanese baits.
Right. And just remaking them here.
And just remaking
there's
them.
different. There's so many different techniques that they come up with over there. Too.
I just prefer the originals, man. I just prefer the originals. And I don't even throw anything like the Berkeley Gilly. I don't even have the JDM version of that. But the JDM version came way before.
I run the Bellows last. I had the Bellows gill, but not the Gilly. I don't have the Gilly. I had the Berkeley Gilly though. I do own one. But the JDM stuff it's the original. It's the original. So the other stuff is a copy of it. So it's not exactly. So me, you, and Paul talked about this last.
I'm sure the plastic is completely different and everything, but it's the principle. It's the idea.
So it's like you know what's funny? Like so you can like so they say like pizza in New York's like the best pizza, right?
Right.
So you can come to Maryland and open a pizza shop. You're from New York, open your pizza shop and have all the same ingredients and all, but it still won't taste the same because the water is different in New York. You're using different water. You can't burn the water. So that's why it's not exactly the same. So when you copy something, what I'm saying is very hard to copy something exactly.
Completely replicate
right.
Yeah.
Not that they're not good baits, though. I mean, like, sometimes we can get a little picky with very, like, when I flip the color of the weight I'm very picky about the color, weight, and like, and the line. Like,
it comes down to preference.
But confidence still. Confidence.
Confidence.
So if I put on a different color weight, I'll be like,
unless you put the time in to figure out what your confidence is.
Right, I agree.
You have to explore with your different baits to figure out what you're confident in and what you feel like you get the most bites on.
Yeah, so watch there's a video. So Bass Talk Live does what they call I want to say it's 20 foot deep or something like that series. You can watch the whole chatterbait story, dude, because Paul's talking about patents now. I mean, watch the whole chatterbait story and the patents and everything about the chatterbait. They have a whole freaking thing. They go talk to the guy that invented it. They talk to Brian Thrift, all that. I think it's called 20 Foot Deep. I think is the name of the series. Dude, they got an episode where there's a guy that won a classic, a Bassmaster Classic in like years ago. And then he got hooked on drugs. And he pawned his classic trophy and all. And then they go trying to find the trophy to buy it back. And like, you got to watch the episode, dude. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Sounds ridiculous.
Dude, he won a classic and then he pawned the classic trophy. The Bassmaster Classic trophy, he pawned it. He sold it to
That's
a
shame, dude.
Right.
That's a shame, dude.
And apparently he's back in jail now.
That's a shame, dude.
Yeah, it's a terrible shame. But you gotta watch it. He claimed that you know, he had a lot of back pains and you know how it is. So like he claimed all that. But this dude pawned the Bassmaster Classic trophy. How insane is it? If I had a Bassmaster
Yeah,
Classic
drink
trophy,
this beer.
no, I won't drink it though. I might drink this and pawn my Thursday nighter trophy that I never got. We don't get
Thursday nighter
trophies.
trophy.
Yeah, I might pawn that shit, but buy me some bounty fish.
Right on.
Paul said
Right
something about the
on.
bounty fish if I said that.
So freaking.
Paul knows shit. He's right. If you watch the episode, they had patent how the blade hooks to the head on the chatterbait.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how, and that's why people couldn't copy it for so long. And of course, people found ways around it, but that's what the guy patent how the blade hooks to the head.
What was the original? Was it Z-Man? What was it called?
No, he sold it to Z-Man. I forget what it was called now.
Okay.
It was some guy, maybe like his son, making them, and they knew Brian Thrift, or they hooked up with Brian Thrift, and they gave him some, and he started winning on them all the time. But he didn't want to tell nobody what it was. He didn't want to tell nobody about it.
Mm-hmm.
He had this new secret bait. Just imagine having a chatterbait and no one ever threw it before.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
It's a super interesting documentary to watch. It really is. Yeah. So, that's just one of them that they do. They got one on the Gunnersville effect too. How all these pros live on Lake Gunnersville. Like once you start watching, you're like, "Damn it, Rob, why are you talking about this shit?" Now I watch it all the time. They stopped doing them though. They said that it was too expensive to make them. You know, so but they're really cool. Craig's getting tired. We're about to shut
a
it
couple
down.
freaking long nights. I've got the 12 o'clock boys going up my road right now.
Really?
Yeah, dude, there's these kids that rides like 85cc two-stroke dirt bikes like around these roads like all the time.
Brian is sneaky as hell, right? Yeah, Thrift is a beast, dude. Yeah. Could you imagine though? Just imagine you got a chatterbait and nobody's ever seen it before. Nobody knows what it is, and you have one. And you, of course, they're going to bite it. They never seen it.
Yeah.
He's just smoking them all the time. He was winning all these tournaments. You're not going to tell people like, "Oh, I got this secret bait that nobody knows about." Like, you want one? Hell no, dude. Like, wow. Call them on spinnerbait. Right.
Confidence.
Shit.
Confidence.
Yeah, I bet he got some confidence in chatterbait. It's like the first time when they started throwing A-rigs.
I don't throw A-rigs, baby.
You can here. Well, you can. What can you have? 2 or 3
Yeah,
hooks?
the kind of lingo we throw them.
You're only allowed to have like 2 or 3 hooks in there, something like that. You got to do all dummies after that.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody said take an A-rig and chatterbaits. Or no, swim baits with a chatterbait in the middle. That's some juice right there.
It's a decent idea. A little bit of flap going on.
Apparently
it's a little bit more vibration.
Apparently it's works. I don't know. I don't throw them. It's like too much of cast.
Maybe we'll test it in the fall.
Man, I'm not an A-rig guy. I'm a simple man.
I got some.
I'm like Charlie Daniels. I'm a simple man.
He's a simple man.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all.
Flipping stick, and I'm good.
It's time for me to go make myself some dinner because it's getting a little bit late. We wanted to go over a small recap on the tournament last night. Greg Hall won the tournament with like 9 pounds, 15 ounces or something. Brian came in second with 8 pounds, and then Sean came in third and also had kicker fish at 4.11.
Congrats. Did Greg fish solo?
Greg fish solo.
Oh, Scott didn't fish with him? So congrats.
So Scott fished with him. Yeah.
Oh,
Scott fished with him. I'm sorry.
Congrats to Greg and Scott if you did fish together.
Greg and
Scott. Brian and Tom, and I'm not sure who Sean fished with, if he was solo, if he has
I'm not sure who Sean fished
with.
But
congrats to Sean and his partner if he had one. It was a fun time, man. Look forward to seeing these guys next Thursday.
Stick with it, fellas. Don't feel discouraged by the bite yesterday. Go out there.
Next week will be different.
Go out there and keep on getting it. Keep on throwing. Keep on figuring out what's going on, and just don't give up. Just because the bite's hard, don't put the boat away and wait for fall time. Get out there and figure it out. They're there. It's just figuring out what they want. It's figuring out what they are. It's reading the tides.
So, and congrats to Paul and my boy Patrick, whose real name is Kevin, apparently. I'm not even sure. Is his name Kevin? I don't know. But Paul and Kevin for almost being in the money, dude. They came in fourth. So they were right in there. They almost had it.
So
Scuba Steve, I got to meet Scuba Steve.
Scuba
Good
Steve
people.
was there.
Yeah.
Trying to get Scuba Steve on the podcast here soon to make him not so ghostly to everybody, because I'm always fishing with Scuba Steve, but Scuba Steve is never here.
He don't talk much. He's not like me and you. Like me and you could talk. But he don't talk.
He kind of keeps to himself a little bit, but
Steve's like,
he likes to contain the juice.
He's like this guy.
He likes to contain the juice.
Yeah.
He contains
And that's it. That's all you get from him. Like, yeah.
But yeah, man. So
it's Kevin. All right, Kevin. Kevin. I don't know why I think his name is Patrick for some reason, Paul. I don't know. I kept calling him Patrick last night. Tell him I apologize. I'm still working on.
Obviously,
he's Craig. So
I'm Craig. Obviously, we'll be back to it on Friday. Look for us again on Friday at We've been thinking about changing the time a little bit. We started at 7 tonight to see how it did. We're probably going to go back to 8 o'clock on Friday. Look for us again on Friday. And that will be after the Thursday nighter, won't it?
Right.
We'll be able to cover the Thursday nighter. So, and before I end this too, for that matter, log on to Bass and Beer Radio on Thursday night to get the results for the Thursday nighter, because we're going to be going live for that too.
Cool.
So we're going to be covering the Thursday nighters, and then on Friday, we're going to be doing our recap. We're going to talk about it and go over everything. We'll have some more details on the bait giveaway for you guys. And
will Tony be joining us? When's the next time Tony's joining us? Do you know?
I'm hoping on Friday, Tony will be joining us, or Skylar will be joining us, but I'm not sure. We have to check in with the plan. Skylar's newly married, and Tony's got Tony being with the National Guard and stuff and drill. You never know what he's got going on.
And then we plan on getting a couple guests on here, local sticks, Brian and Paul. And
we're going to get Brian on here. We're going to get Paul on here. I don't know if Greg Hall is still watching, man. I would love Greg. If you're watching, I'd love to have Greg Hall on here.
If not, maybe we can get an interview with him at the boat ramp.
Yeah, an interview last night. We talked for a minute last night, which was pretty cool. And we just we enjoy doing this. I just love doing this. It's just fun.
Dude, I just love talking about fishing. I'm getting up tomorrow. I'll be on the GP in the morning tomorrow.
I learn new shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Dude, I always tell people, like, everybody should know I'm a very approachable guy. I'm very sorry I can't remember everybody's name, dude. I feel so bad. And I might mix your name up and all, but hey, look, man, I'm a very easy person to come up and talk to.
Mm-hmm. Nah, dude, you've always been cool going past on the river before we started talking more and everything.
I'm just, I say, there ain't nothing but love over here in my world. I ain't got no time to hate or be mean to anybody.
I mean, on a freaking Saturday afternoon with no competition going on, it's all about freaking going out and having fun. Nobody's hiding anything at that. In my opinion, man, I'm just going out there having fun. I'm not trying to freaking screw people over.
See me jump off a boat chasing frogs around. That's the kind of shit I do. I need them for my pond. I'm stocking my pond.
I always see you going up into the trees, pulling them out of the trees.
Well, yeah, I'll chase frogs around. I'm crazy. Hey, so I'm actually, I know we're getting off of here. I don't mean to hold us up, but working on a video now. Me and my wife are going to go camp out on the GP overnight, do a video on it. We were going to go last night, but I was too drunk. So I was too drunk to camp out or fish. So maybe tonight, I don't know.
They kind of be a cool adventure.
Dude, we're going to pack up the boat and we're going to go out and do some night fishing and make some dinner on the shore and stuff. So.
Hopefully I can announce on Friday, if Tony or Skylar's here, our Bass and Beer Radio adventure that we have planned.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get some more details out for that too.
But let's jump off here. I don't hold Craig up no more.
I want to say a big thank you to the people that support us. We got Tailored Lures up in here. Tailored Lures Frogs. Go check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Message him directly to put in an order for some of those cool ass frogs. He's got all types of different colors, some different styles, and you definitely can't go wrong with those frogs. Nice, sharp, sticky hooks. Good walking action. Big thank you to Bass Munitions Lures. We've talked about them a bunch. We've done some testing with them. Bass Munitions plastics are great. We've been throwing them a lot recently. He's got all sorts of different colors, all all the different soft plastics you need: drop shot, creature baits, paddle tails, Ned, you name it. Go on the website; he's got it right there for you. Don't forget to go and look up there. There's a discount code. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. There's a discount code on the website that is right on the front. Make sure you type in that discount code. $100 in baits, you get free shipping to your house. And yeah, man, you definitely go check them out. Thanks to them. And another big thank you to UMA Lure Co. UMA Lure has sent us some cool ass crankbaits. Balsa wood.
I gotta get some
custom, dude. You have to get some of these. I'm giving away some juice with these UMA crankbaits.
And they got the foil wraps, you said.
Foil wrap crankbaits, beautiful paint jobs, sticky hooks. The deflection rates of these crankbaits is unmatched, and you just can't beat it. Go to you, link right down there. Go to this link, get you some crankbaits. He's got some other fire coming out too that we're going to be doing some freaking bait reviews on, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. But thanks for logging on tonight, guys.
Check out my YouTube if you get a chance. If you
Yeah,
have
man.
not, I think most people that view us have.
River Boat Rob.
I got more media coming as soon as I get a chance to sit down and edit it up. And I got a lot of, don't forget Gibbons Media if you need some filming done. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.